Good evening, everyone.
And Kamini, keep reminding people to turn the video on.
Yes, well,
thank you, ma'am. I'll shut
You're
up.
welcome, sir. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining yet another combined PASE meeting. Tonight, I'm going to be your host. My name is Hamdi Khan, and I'm sponsored into the business by Chris, and coach and mentor by none other than Gurjot Rihal. And I am honored to be in the line of sponsorship of Roop and Sid Ganguly. Tonight, we're going to have a packed agenda, lots of takeaways, lots of notes to be taken. So make sure you have your notepad and pen ready to do so. Just as a reminder, again, even though it's a hangout, it's still a professional meeting. So we all should have our cameras on, our names properly displayed on our screen. Without any further ado, I'm gonna get right into our program. So I'm gonna briefly talk about the Ganguly promotion that we have happening. As we know, it's towards the end of our month, and we should hustle to make our points so we can be qualified for this promotion. So it's another promotion that Amway has given us as IBOs in the Ganguly team. And it started in September as the beginning of the quarter for the IBOs who has 300 personal PV with 80% VCS minimum per month, or any IBO who sponsors 3 new IBOs within that quarter with active purchase and a personal VCS of 80% are all qualified to be in the running for that promotion. The prizes are within about $100 in value in Amway products, and all the winners' names will be pooled into another pot where they will pick random winner for a bigger prize. So that's about the Ganguly Amway promotion that's happening for the quarter starting September. So that would be September, October to the end of November. So we still have time to qualify for that promotion up until to the end of November. That being said, we do have a new product that's also out that I'm gonna share here. And oh, sorry. I think I lost my screen for that. So this product that I'm talking about is the stress probiotic, which is a new product that just came out. It was just launched. Sorry, I lost my page for it. No, not that one. Oh, I got it. Sorry. Share it here. So I'm just going to play a short video here about So there we have it. That's the new product that just launched within a day or two. So that's something we can share that, sell, and make our PV for the end of the month. We just have a couple days more to go. Now I'm going to invite Chris to speak on Neutralite and body key in health information. Chris is, as we all know, he's into fitness and health. He's an amateur strongman, heavyweight bodybuilder, and I think he's the perfect fit to give us that information on health and fitness. So take it away, Chris.
All right, everybody. Hi, my name's Chris. I'm sponsored, coached, and mentored by Gurjot. Yeah, I'm going to go through some weight management today, right? The first thing I want to go over is that's a key word when you're speaking to people is weight management, not weight loss, because not everybody's goal is necessarily the same thing, right? You guys bear with me a little bit here. I'm on an iPad for the first time in my life. I'm going to try and share my screen. I practiced a little bit beforehand, so let's see if this works. All right, so, oops. That's not where I want to start. Start there. All right, so as community said, my topic is weight management using Nutrilite, Body Key, and I had to throw excess in there because I think excess is also a huge part of our weight management topic, right? And again, that's the reason I say weight management, right? Try and use that terminology because some people, if you approach them saying, "Hey, are you looking to lose weight?" They could be very offended by a comment like that, right? So basically, first place you want to start if you're looking at doing any kind of weight change, body transformation, is figure out what your actual goal is, right? People go all the time, "Oh, I want to lose weight." Well, what does that mean, right? To one person, lose weight could mean, not necessarily even lose weight. I want to tone up, right? Other people, lose weight means, I actually want to just drop my scale number. I don't care how I look. The scale number is wrong, right? So figure out what results you're looking for, right? Are you looking at gain weight? Are you looking at losing weight? Are you looking to maintain your weight and just have a body transformation, right? Then ask yourself, how quick are you looking for these results, right? And then tied into that, is it realistic and attainable, right? If you come up to me and say, "Hey, I want to lose 50 pounds in the next month," well, we failed before we even started. It's not possible doing that in a healthy way, right? And the main thing is you want to lose weight in a healthy way, right? And healthy weight loss is about 2 to 3 pounds a week on the high side, right? You see all these things, about, lose, 10 pounds in the next 10 days, right? No, that's not healthy. That's not sustainable. That's not going to be something you can maintain long-term, right? Unless you're looking at losing weight for one day and then put it right back on, sure, then those crash diets and stuff like that might work for you, right? But if you're looking to live a healthier lifestyle, that's not the proper way to do things, right? And then why? Weight loss is not an easy thing. Weight gain is not an easy thing. So you have to have a reason why, and a real reason why. Just like building our business, you need a why. You need a why to do a body transformation, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick, and it's not going to necessarily even be fun, right? And then again, I already alluded to it. Will you be able to sustain these results, right? Again, you can go on a diet and, not eat for a week and lose 10 pounds. Yes. But then you'll eat a meal and you'll put on pounds again, right? So this is a starting point for you if you're serious about a goal of having a body transformation, right? Then the mindset behind it, right? So as I've already said several times, any body transformation is going to take time, right? It's not an overnight fix. It's not a quick, 2-minute change, right? Have a plan, set out a plan, right? Not just for your diet either, for your lifestyle, right? Because healthy weight management requires a lifestyle change. Your current lifestyle is the result it has given you the result that you currently have. Like it or not, that's where you are because of your lifestyle, right? So if you're going to want to change that, you need to change your lifestyle, not just your eating pattern, right? So again, that's the next point there. Weight management is not just food; it is a healthy lifestyle, right? Everything that you do gives you the result that you currently have, whether you like it or not, right? You don't have to starve and understand you will possibly, again, just depending on what your goal is and what you're doing, there's a good chance you will gain a few pounds when you first get started, right? because your body, while it's trying to burn that fat, is also going to start building muscle mass, right? And especially if you've been starving yourself to lose weight, you're going to put it on because your body's been starving. It's going to, for the first while, anything that you put into it, it's going to hold on to that, right? So, and again, that's why, again, crash diets, fad diets, all these, miracle pills and 10-day fix programs, they don't last. They work for short-term results and no lasting effects. Okay. So the first step, what do you got to do to get started on this journey, right? So the first thing is eat less more often, right? A lot of people go, oh, I'm gonna stop eating, right? I'm only gonna eat one meal a day. Well, that's not good, because your body will, for the first while, yes, you'll lose weight, but then your body goes, oh my goodness, I'm starving. I need to retain some of these calories, and it's going to store it, and it's going to store it as fat, not muscle, fat, right? Set up a fitness plan, right? I'm a huge believer in, if you're looking to lose weight, you need to be doing something, right? You can't just sit on the couch all day and eat less and think you're going to see results, right? Next thing is, if you want to take this seriously, look up, just Google BMR, or balanced metabolic rate, right? This calculator will tell you how many pounds you are burning per day, right? Because you need a baseline, right? There's no such magic number as, hey, if you eat 1,500 pounds a day, you will lose weight. No, not necessarily. It's actually probably, for most people, very unhealthy to drop down to 1,500 pounds from whatever you're doing now overnight, right? But look this up, right? It's simple. Just Google BMR calculator, right? It will tell you, here's your resting calorie burns. Here's if you work out once a week, lightly, if you work out 2 to 4 times a week, if you work out 4 to 5, 6 to 7, right? And it makes a huge difference what your lifestyle is, right? For example, I looked up mine the other day. My resting inactive calorie burn per day is 2,000. Based on my lifestyle I live, mine's 3,500, right? Now, if I looked at it and said, oh, just 2,000 calories, perfect, I'm going to cut down to 1,500 calories. I would be a 2,000 calorie a day deficit, and my body would start eating all the muscle and the protein buildup I'm trying to look for. Again, I'll tell you guys my story a little bit later, like just where I've been with my weight over the last 2 years, because it's been everywhere. But it would actually destroy everything I've built up if I did that, right? Next thing is get a fitness tracker app, right? On your phone. If I don't know what Apple, again, I don't use Apple, I use Android. My phone, it came with Google Fit, and it tracks my steps. It tracks average, as long as you put in your body weight, it'll track you approximately what you burn per day, this and that, right? But use it because it gives you a gauge to show what your activity level is. You can set a goal in it, right? Like my goal every day, I want to walk a minimum of 7,500 steps and have 30 minutes of that be at an increased heart rate, right? So the app tracks that roughly, right? It's not a science, right? But it gives you an idea, right? Now, as far as eating, right? If I go back to that, right? If you want to lose weight, you should be running about a 500 calorie a day deficit. If you want to gain weight, you should be running about a 500 calorie a day surplus on your calories, right? That's again why it's important to look at the metabolic rate, right? Because you can't just pick a magic number out of the air and go, okay, this is what I'm going to eat, right? And expect to get the result you want, right? 500 calories a day, if again, on the weight loss side of things, 500 calories a day deficit is going to lose you about 1 to 2 pounds a week, right? Then next thing is monitor and assess your results after 2 weeks. Do not step on the scale the day after you start and go, oh my goodness, nothing changed. Even a week after, don't step on the scale and expect to change. Wait 2 weeks, right? Because at first, again, if you're used to eating too much, your body's gonna have to adjust and your weight's gonna fluctuate a lot, right? And one day you're gonna feel really great because your weight's way down. Next day you're gonna feel terrible because your weight's back up, right? It takes time for your weight to steady and then be able to drop or increase whichever you're looking for, right? So as far as what should you be eating to lose weight, right? So if you're looking to lose weight, first thing, replace your trans fats, right? Chips, bars, pop, all of that stuff. Get rid of that stuff, right? If you're going to take it seriously, yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to suck. Hey, we all love eating sweets and candies and snacks and whatever, but replace them, right? Doesn't mean most diets will tell you get rid of it all. Don't eat it, right? No. replace it, right? Instead of eating your trans fats, right? Go to Body Key, get the snack foods, right? They have, they have Body Key chips, they have Body Key popcorn. Excess has crisps, I think they're all called crisps, but right. There's if you're somebody who likes chips because of the crunch, we have the chips from Body Key, and we have the excess crisps, right? Someone you're someone who likes popcorn, buy their popcorn, right? It's good for you, right? Your breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast, start right there, because your metabolism does not start in the morning if you don't eat breakfast, right? Your body is in starvation mode, and now it's retaining. It's trying to keep as many calories as it can because it's starving. Eat breakfast. It kickstarts your metabolism first thing in the morning. You'll be good. What should we be for breakfast? We're all busy. We're on the run constantly. Have a shake, right? A Body Key shake, meal replacement shake. Have a protein shake. Have one of our many bars. We have such a huge selection of bars that you can eat that are all good for you, right? And then that's another point there, right? Replace your chocolate bars with a nutty dark chocolate, right? From Nutrilite, right? They taste great. They give you your chocolate fix. It's like an O. Henry to me, right? And then rather than having a double or an energy drink that you bought from the store, which is just pure sugar and both, have an excess, right? For me in the morning, I either drink a black coffee or I'll have our mango, pineapple, guava sparkling excess, right? Because it tastes like a breakfast drink to me, right? And then what should your diet look like, right? As far as the breakdown of your calories, right? If you're looking to lose weight, 50% carbs, 25% fat, 25% protein, right? And then finally, again, right back to this, be more active. If you want to lose weight, increase your movement, right? Now, I don't expect everybody to be walking 7,500 steps a day or 30 minutes of high speed walking, or 2 hours in the gym like I do, right? And there's some people on here that do probably even more than that. I know Andrew's super active as well, right? Again, I don't know a lot about the other guys as far as your fitness lives, right? But get more active, right? If you want to lose weight, add more activity to your life, right? If currently you only walk 5 minutes a day, do 10. Go for a 10-minute walk, right? And consciously do this, right? Make sure you're making that decision consciously. Now let's go the other way, right? Again, this is weight management, right? Not everybody wants to lose weight. There's people that want to bulk up, gain weight, feel too skinny, right? Again, it's funny because it looks like very much the same thing. Replace your trans fats, eat a good breakfast, right? Your snacks should be like our snack foods. Replace your chocolate bars. Again, replace your morning energy drink or double with an excess. The difference is you'll see the breakdown of what it takes to put on weight. You see your carbs are now only 30%, fats are 30%, protein is 40%, right? Because you want to put that weight on, but you want to put on not fat, you want to put on muscle mass, right? So you need a higher protein intake, right? And you want to put on good muscle mass, you definitely got to get active, right? And you definitely have to increase your protein intake. 99% of people out there do not get enough protein in their diet. Again, it's off the top of my head. I forgot to look at the actual stat. I know for myself, I'm told that I need to have 1 gram of protein for every pound of weight I have, right? I think the average person is supposed to be 0.5 to 0.8 grams of protein per pound, right? So that's where you start with your 40%, right? And then fill in the carbs and then fill in the fats, right? Realistically, if you're getting your protein or carbs, you're probably filling up that fats as long as you're eating the right proteins and carbs. I'm not going to get into detail with all that stuff. I mean, that's a good 2-hour, 3-hour session, right? I've sat down and had long conversations with people that are very, very knowledgeable at this, and it's not something we can cover in 2 minutes here. I'm trying to get this done, get you guys as much information to get you started as possible here. There's a lot more detail into this, obviously, right? So let's wrap it up here. So tips for getting, just kind of keep it forefront, right? Again, be patient, stick to your plan, supplement properly. This is one that I didn't put into the other slides. This is because this is, again, a whole nother topic, right? Nutrilite vitamins and supplements. Double X is a minimum if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, right? Then be active, eat right. Every single day is the key. Yeah, you can have off days, right? I did not put cheat meals in here because I don't believe in cheat meals, right? Cheat meals means you're taking yourself away from what you enjoy. You know what? If you like pizza, go have pizza, but have one slice, not a whole large pizza, right? You know, you like pasta, have pasta, but have it in moderation so it fits into your breakdown percentages, right? You know, and then again, stay active, right? And again, as I mentioned already, there's a lot more to this. This is just a briefing that I could give you guys a little bit of basic information. So refer to your upline. A lot of your upline are super active, have their own story of weight loss or weight gain, whichever one they wanted, right? And can help you walk through that details of what products and what supplements to use, right? So, you know, check with your upline if you have any questions, right? You know, everybody has access to, you know, even if you're not in your JOTS team, you don't have access to me and Andrew. You know, I know Roop and Sid have been through their own journey on both ends of this, you know, are both very healthy and living an active lifestyle, and they can definitely help you guys out, right? So that's the end of my slides. But as I said, I was going to cover a little bit of my story here. So as community covered, so I'm just looking at my clock, see how much time I have. Okay, I got 1 minute here. So, okay, so my journey, 2 years ago, I started working out. I had been 135 pounds, in a lot of pain constantly. You know, could hardly get out of bed most mornings because I was overweight. All of my 230 pounds were around my midsection, right? And I started going to the gym, and I saw no results, right? The scale was the same, the scale was the same, the scale was the same. But then I looked back at 3 months in the pictures, and I knew the reason that the scale was the same was I'd been putting on a lot of muscle mass. The pain was going away, right? Then I got into strongman, and I don't know how much you guys know about strongman, but everybody in strongman's big. So I said, hey, I got to put on some weight. I went from 235 to 285, still pain-free, right? No pain. What was carrying a lot of extra weight? Yes, right? But I was lifting super heavy. I was super active. You know, I'm in the gym 4 days a week, working out, right? You know, and again, that does not take away from business. I'm not going to get into that side of things, but time management is key if you're going to live this lifestyle, right? But I went up all the way up to 285, right? And then I started competing, and I realized that I wasn't as big. You know, I'm 5'10". These guys, other guys running at 285 are around 6'2" to 6'5". So in spring, I made a decision that I was going to drop weight again, right? I was going to drop my weight class. I'm back down to 235 now, and I'm a solid 235, right? So yeah, I dropped 50 pounds in 6 months, right? But I did it the healthy way. I worked out. I started walking more, trained more. I walked more. I walked more. I walked more. Then I started talking to people who knew their stuff about diet and how much should I be eating? When should I be eating? Where should I be eating? Right? If you're going to do this, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of patience, but it's going to happen, right? I'm a testament for both ways. Like I said, I went from 235 to 285 within a year, then from 285 back down to 235, and I maintained all my muscle mass doing that, right? So, so it's very possible. It's very realistic. Just, you got, again, activity and proper diet. So that wraps it up for me. Thank you for listening. Back to you, community.
Thank you, Chris. That was awesome. I hope everyone got some really good nuggets there on weight gain and weight loss. Me, myself, probably might have to take some advice there on getting off the couch. Anyways, Gurjot is going to kick off with some amazing recipes on having our shakes. So take it off, Gurjot.
Hi, everybody. So good evening. Amazing meeting so far. Thank you, as always, to our leadership for organizing these Friday night hangouts. They're the best, absolute best place to learn about your product and your system to take your business to the next level. They're super valuable. They're a big part of the reason I know what I know today. I've learned from being a 100 PV pin, learning from everybody is how to grow your business forward. So I hope everyone, we keep promoting these meetings and we keep having people attend them. It's amazing to be in such a small bubble with our upline diamonds on once a month on a Friday at a combine like this, and all the platinum leaders. So Gamni, great hosting. Chris, that was an amazing insight. And these are some video submissions we have from the team of some different smoothie sharing. They shared these with their customers. This is a great idea of ways you can do that. So I'm gonna play that, and there we go.
Morning breakfast. This is how I make my smoothie in the morning. So I have mango, strawberry, peach, and grape pineapple. Then I use almond milk. Then I have plantain protein, neutralite powder that has 21 gram plant-based protein. So a vanilla flavor. So I take a scoop of this vanilla flavor and add it to it. Then I have my strawberry meal replacement shake. Then I also have my yogurt in there. It's ready, and yeah. The smoothie is ready. Breakfast. And cheers, this is me taking my breakfast this morning. Very yummy and nutritious. Get yours this morning. Yeah. Yummy.
Hello everyone, I made a smoothie, very simple. This from Neutralite product and Body Key product and Excess brand. I put some fruits, then 2 stick of fiber powder, 1 or 2 scoop of replacement chocolate or vanilla or strawberry, what you like. Then 1 can of energy drink, excess. Then blend it, put it in the blender, and that's it. That's it. One time you can, instead of coffee or any other juice, you can drink this one. It is some energy, and you won't feel hungry. Okay, try that and let me know. Thank you.
There we go. And that last video was directed by Bong Profeta from our team. Really great way of using products to promote. So thank you. Back to the host.
Thank you, Gurjo, for those amazing, amazing videos. I hope those give us some more, energy to get going. Our next topic we have is going to be presented by a panel of IBOs, or business owners. So they're going to be talking about the process of appointments and role play. So I'm gonna invite Tina and Subodh, Harsh and Anchal, Raman and Sandeep, and they're gonna be giving us some amazing discussion on that, since they're doing so great with appointments and getting results. So here we go, take it.
Hello guys, this is Subodh and Tina. If we can have our panelists on the spotlight as well. So this is Subodh and Tina from Vancouver. Very excited about the topic today. Great meeting so far. Amazing videos. And yeah, great sharing by Chris as well on weight losing. I need to be more active as well. Don't see. We can have Harsh and Achal. And let's see where they are. There they are. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Welcome, Harsh and Achal and Raman Sandeep. And thank you thank you host for inviting us to talk about the process appointment. We have very short agenda, 12 minutes, but a little bit introduction about us. We're from Vancouver, our upline platinum, Sachin Kinkar, uplines to them, Himanshu, and then diamond upline, Siddhan Rup Ganguly. So we are going to be talking about the process appointments, and we will discuss, few things about it. And main thing to discuss is, just in terms of the mindset, basically like the process, a little bit introduction about everyone's aware. I know all of you guys are IBO, you are going through you're doing the process with the candidate, and mainly it's a process to, educate people, qualify people, and bring the right people in that you want to work with. Right? That is the basic idea. And it is, we will go through certain steps, as you understand, like meet and greet 1, meet and greet 2, board plan, follow-ups, and, launch. But that's a general framework. The main thing to focus on is the mindset, right? Like understanding that, what you're looking for, what kind of people you're looking for, humble, appreciative, smart, and hungry. And also making sure that you have a selection mindset, a buyer's mindset, rather than having a seller mindset, right? So buyer versus seller mindset. So with that premise, having that buyer mindset in the mind, having that selection mindset in the mind, that is the way you're approaching your candidates, your people that you're bringing in. And of course, people are the raw material there, right? So as we bring people in, we're looking to, find the right individual that we want to work with. So everything starts with building that list, right? So building that list and taking people through the process. And we have DTM and how to do a DTM, how to build your list, ABC list, and then how to build more and more of your C list. To talk about that, why don't Raman and Sandeep, you guys share a little bit about how you guys do a DTM, how you get into connect with people, and how do you book an MG1 from there, and how do you what do you look for in a candidate when you're doing a DTM?
Thank you, Subodh and Tina. First of all, I just wanted to introduce ourselves. We are Raman and Sandeep from Vancouver. Our whole uplines is in one screen in front of us. Harsh and Anchal, Subodh and Tina, Sachin Kinkar, and all the way to our diamonds going EDC, Siddhan Rup Ganguly. So yes, Subodh and Tina, this is an amazing topic. We are honored to have this on this FNH, as a panelist. So first of all, everything, when we have the mindset, we know that we have got the right person, but until us, we know that what we have to do in the business, that's very important. And this is after whatever we have done in the past, when we reached to this step where we have to start building our network, that's the actual business starts. That's where you have to be conscious that what you will be doing further in the business. So foremost important, this is where exactly the business starts. That's where, you start going out, you look for the people, you grow your network. Till now, that you're doing your personal PV, you are doing everything which is honoring the partnership, you growing yourself, and that's where you have to put into action and start doing the stuff. And that's where, which is very important, dropping the message to the people after, exhausting your A and B list. So I am mostly doing part of where I'll be elaborating about the in-person offline contacting versus the online, because I am not very good into online. I've did it in the past, but not these days. But yes, and they will talk about that much a little bit. So first of all, when we drop a message, that's what we have to make it understand, that not everybody will be willing to talk to you. So there will be few people, there will be, rejections, there will be, no show, like nobody will talk to you. but you have to face through those things. You have to accept the fact that there will be things happening which, first of all, you have to be very, confident in you, right? So because the fear of talking to people is always takes over everybody, right? That you have to overcome by doing the core habits or core steps which we talk about, right? So breaking as the ice is the first thing in dropping the message, which I generally do when I do offline contacting. So complimenting the person when I'm out, wherever we go, if we are together, if we are single, wherever we go, we just compliment for a person, or we observe our surroundings, and from there we pick out something which we can break the ice from, and that's where the conversation all starts. If you're alone, we'll separately do something. If we are together, we have our kids, so that's very good point of us, very advantage for us, where we actually leverage our kid with the other couples who also have kids, and that's where we start talking to them regarding their kids, and share about ourselves, and that's where all the conversation. So what we dropping the message we look from is to mainly focus on few things, like first of all, deepening the conversation with them, because actually what we're looking for is to get dropping the message, but we can't drop the message before having any conversation with them. So we go for, we talk to them regarding their family, their occupations, where they are from, and once we have established a certain amount of trust and relationship with that person, that's where we will share our opportunity. And yes, this might work for you or that might not work for you, because every person has to work with their mentors to create a story that how they drop the message to an individual. So it's again, it depends upon person to person. If you're talking to a professional guy, if of course talking to a student, or if it's someone else, so your story should be modified at the same time. You have to change your story at the same time how you should drop the message too. You should be very comfortable, right? You should not be acting weird. Whatever you have to drop, you should be very comfortable in what you're talking about, understanding that way what you have to do at the end. Yes, after deepening the conversation, this you have to share that what you do, and you have to mention about your mentors, right? So that who are those people, what results they have created. Only then they get attracted towards the opportunity. And yes, that we look for hash people, like who are hungry, right? Who are definitely looking for opportunities in their life. It's possible that not everybody will be looking at. So that's why we have to go on to the next one. If someone is not interested, or if someone is like it's not showing a bit of interest in that, so of course you have to keep on. That's once you have shared the opportunity, they're interested. I would say you take the numbers and book a meeting with them and schedule their time. Keep that posture that you are not a seller, as you Subodh mentioned, that they should not feel like you're a seller, you're a buyer, right? So keep that posture that this is the available time. If you're not somehow able to drop the message at that time, take the number, share the contact, and you can always do it later, the next day or the day after. And I'll have some to ask.
Hi, everybody. I would like to add a little bit in it. Everything started with failure. So, initially when we were started from zero. I have no skill at all how to talk to people. So it started with when you talk to your upline, your own coaches and mentors, you submit yourself to them, then huddle. Once you go do the things, action, and then you do huddle, then only you can master this things. But everything goes when you talk to people everyday basis, then only you can able to drop the message. So that's from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. And I now passing on to Harsh, I just wanted to ask question to Harsh, that how the next steps are followed by after DTM and booking the appointments. What are the next steps, if you can elaborate on that?
Yeah, thank you, Raman. I just want to quickly jump into it. Once an effective DTM is done, the next step, what we are looking into, is to book a meet and greet appointment. And it is generally, in my understanding, regarded to book that in next 48 to 72 hours, so that it's still fresh. The person you have dropped the message remembers what conversation you had with them, and it's more effective. Like I've tried myself personally, dropping the messages and then reaching out to people after a few weeks, and they don't even remember anything. And because of the time gap and stuff, it's just that contact gets wasted. You don't want to do that. 24 to 72 hours, get that booked. Jumping into the MG1. Generally, when you are having an MG1, there are two ways you can go through again. You can have an offline MG1, you can have an online MG1 over Zoom. Offline, it's better to meet at a common place where you are comfortable even walking out of the meeting if there is no trust or no relationship built between you and the candidate. So I generally prefer going to Starbucks, Tim Hortons, Plens, some coffee place which is quiet and where you can have a proper conversation. Again, in MG1, what you're looking for is basically understanding the mindset of the candidate. This is where you yourself are setting the stage for the candidate to go through. But what you're looking for at the end of the day, which Subodh and Raman mentioned as well, you're looking for a personality who's hash, who's humble, appreciative, smart, and hungry, and most importantly, wants to make money. A lot of times, and this is coming from a few years experience now, that we used to think about, or people talk about, oh, I want to gain more knowledge, I want to do this, I do want to do that. It's all crap. Looking for people who want to make money. If you can understand that the other person wants to make money, this is where you really start the conversation and get to understand why they want to make money and why they want to make money just doing a business. Why not just do a second or third job and make money out of it? And once you have understood their mindset, why they want to make money, and they understand a bit about passive income and long-term income, this is where you basically are looking that this is a candidate which you can move further with. And that is where you evaluate the person with their decision-making skills. You give them a bit of introduction about if they understand about network marketing per se, getting some of their pre-notions which they had about network marketing. And as that conversation picks up, what you want to do, if you are thinking to move into a second meeting, meet or greet to, you give them a literature to go through so that they can wipe off the notions they had from the past and start fresh with a literature where they can understand a bit more about network marketing through a book called Business of 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. If that is something which you don't want to go through, and you want to focus more on the mentorship part of things, another great book is Go Giver, which you can give to the candidate who can understand the mindset of what a mentor-mentee relationship is all about and what the person can expect when he's on board building a venture with us. If that also doesn't work for you and you want to go quickly into things, then what I do sometimes is I combine my meet and greet 1 and 2 together, and I give them a snippet of basically what our business is all about. So I discuss a bit of what in the first meeting only, like a 10-minute overview of what it looks like, a bit about presumption, recommend them to read something called as Presumer Power or send them an audio streaming. And after going through that, basically, if I'm taking the first route, I'll go through MG2, understand what they've learned through the book, ask them a few things. And once they are confident about what they've gone through, invite them into a board plan where I'll set up the stage again for them of what we are expecting when they are coming through a board plan, what they have to get prepared for, being in formal attire, mostly keeping their videos on all the time. And it'll be a monologue, so respecting the speaker all the time. These are the few steps which I basically focus on going from MG1 to the board plan. But from here, I want to give it back to Subodh because he is amazing with closing the following up and closing and basically launching people. So I want to really give the stage to him to talk a bit about how he proceeds from the board plan till an individual is launched and setting the stage for him from there.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to kind of cut there because we're kind of running out of time and we need to get the other speakers on as well. So thank you very much. It was really amazing, the information that you shared. It was awesome. And I'm sure and hope that everyone got some really good information there on contacting and processing appointments. Thanks again. It was awesome. So now because we're running out of time, I'm going to ask Smith and Ashok to come on stage and give us some really good information on promotion, grand openings, etc. Since she's like really amazing with doing those things and creating customers and promoting them. Thank you, Smitha and Ashok.
Thanks, Kamini.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ashok and Smitha. This topic is really important, especially with retailing tips, because Amway is paying big money for retail and customers. If you look at all the bonuses they have this year, everything is geared toward having customer accounts. So it's really important that your retailing tips are really strong, because when you do more customers, you're more profitable, and at the end of the day, that's what you want to teach your team and build a big network. But the key to being very good in retailing is that you have to be the best customer yourself. It's simple as that. When you are your best customers, it's all about belief, right? When you have conviction, belief in the product, then you can promote it to somebody. If you look at any car dealership, they always want the person who's a salesperson to actually drive that car. If you look at people who work in Apple or electronics, they know Apple phones, they use them. Nobody can really sell an Apple phone unless they use it. You have to answer so many questions about the phone. If you're wearing electronics, you have to know all about the features of the electronics you're selling. The same thing in our business. If you're not energetic, you cannot promote Access Energy Drink. If you're feeling always tired, how are you going to promote rhodiola? Weight loss. If you're overweight, how are you going to promote the weight loss products? The same thing, grooming. You have to look good, otherwise you cannot promote the skincare line. So it's really important that you use your products, because only then people will believe you, especially with family members. They look at you. So if you're not really using the products, they won't use it either. It should be in your home. When your people come to your house, they should see only Amway products. Otherwise, you lose all conviction right there. And when you use the products, people believe you. Like, for instance, I don't wear glasses still, and it's because I take vision health every day. And so a lot of people, especially my family members, know that. And now people are starting to buy from us because they see. I remember when we first joined the business and my parents used to come, they had a dog. And then when they used to bring the dog to our home, they realized that there's no dog smells. They used to go in and out. When they came back, they found that there's no dog smells. And it's because of the air purifier we had. And so my dad said, I'm taking yours and I'll give you money, you buy another one. Because they really liked it so much. I remember we were trying to tell my mother to use cleaning products in the house. And she wouldn't buy them. Sometimes family members, you have to tell them and convince them, but they still don't get it. So when they came to our house, we were out of town for a couple of days. They're watching our kids, and we only had Amway products in our house. So my mom had no choice but to use all the LOC cleaners. And then she found out, oh, these are so amazing. And then next month, she started ordering from us. So when you use the products, people are going to buy from you, and they're really going to believe your testimony. So here's the Smith. She's going to give you some good tips.
Yeah, sure. That was great, Ashok. And yeah, hi, everyone. Good evening. We are Ashok and Smitha, and, great things are happening. Super excited. And, sponsored by our amazing Diamond Sid and Rup Ganguly. And, like Ashok covered, and, retailing, so many of us wants to have so many clients. But, believe me, if you are not sold out first, you cannot do nothing. Doesn't matter how many grand opening and how many stuff you do. So that's why Ashok covered, and Ashok is the, I have every single product he uses. I have one extra all the time. If it's finished, it's not there, he gets so upset. So, so he's the best person to talk about the personal, personal consumption. And, so like, I was scheduled to talk about the promotions, grand opening, Christmas is coming up, and how I do the long distance clients, how to deal with the long distance clients. So for promotion, you can do all different ways. And, honestly, if you see my posts are very simple. Some of us, we think, oh, I cannot do that fancy video. Oh, I cannot put my face up on, I don't want to put my face up. Very simple way you can promote your product. So you can do on the social media, you can hear this post, like, either you take this many, medication, or you take 1 XX, so choice is yours, whatever you can post. Like, we make pizza almost every Friday or Saturday. I take carb blocker. So, you can just post something like that and people get curious. And then you share about the carb blocker, what exactly it does. You can do on your Facebook, Instagram, on your WhatsApp, or whatever. Like recently we went to Indian store and there was a thumbs up with Shah Rukh Khan, and then Ashok posted, Shah Rukh Khan gets paid on endorse thumbs up. I get paid to endorse Access Energy Drink as an IBO, right? So this is, fun. So you can do whatever and you just post it, and then people, it's funny too, but then people see, okay, what it is, right? And, you know, I make every Sunday, you know, chocolate, you know, our protein powder. We just use our chocolate protein powder to just make the muffin, right? So, you know, that can be, you know, any, like I just pick couple of them, and, you know, you can do anything, right? And then, you know, I always post, see, like if you notice, I never post the product as it is, like, you know, only I post product as it is when something new comes in the market, right? So like the new vitamin C serum came, I post about that. The new stress relief probiotic came, I just posted yesterday. I just made some post, you know. So if you see, everything is here, right? Because we are on social media, we're not supposed to post the pricing. So there was no pricing here, but on your WhatsApp post, you can put the pricing as well, because, you know, or in your story, you can put the pricing as well, right? So look, it says everything, what's the certification and all those things are here. All the information about the probiotic is here, right? And then I do dollar promotion for the holiday season or whatever, you know, you can do different. I do almost every single month dollar promotion, right? So for example, like I just, you know, picked up some slide like end of summer bonanza, right? We know on $125 is a free shipping. So I always say, like, you buy any $125 product, you get one free product. And again, you know, I don't give free from my pocket. So basically, if you do the math, if you retail $125, you get 10% profit. That's $12.50. So what I do, I put the product on that price range. So basically, I am investing my profit back in the business. So, you know, the client is getting a free product. For that product, I am not putting money from my pocket, but I'm getting the PV for that. Then you can do for $300, again, same 10%, $30 range product you can put, right? So you can just do whatever. I get these ideas from, you know, you get the mail flyer, this sale, this, I just saw somewhere end of summer bonanza. I said, okay, why not I make end of summer bonanza, right? Then there's a family day long weekend. You can do different dollar promotion, $50, you buy something, $100, $200. So you can do that. So it's all like, you know, just doing something. And you know what, sometimes I do personally for my clients. Suppose some of my clients, they are buying XXX. So I will just do, hey, there is a promotion going on, buy 4 XXX, 1 free or something, you know. So there is a, like right now, Ganguly team promotion is going on, right? So I will receive $100 worth product. I know that because I am already qualified for that. So what I do, that free product, I never use it. I use in promotion and I give away to my client. Suppose I got a free XXX. So somebody is buying XXX, I will say that XXX is free for me anyways. I will say, hey, you know what, there is a promotion going on. If you buy 4 XXX, 1 XXX is free. So that's how you can do as well. Like, you know, personalized, depends on your client, what they are buying with you. Then I do grand openings. So grand openings, again, you can do virtual, you can do in person. So, you know, I do for weight management specific, or you can do in general. So I just talk about that. There will be a product demonstration, there will be health weight management session, there will be prizes and stuff like that. So you have to make it a little bit, you know, engaging and exciting for that, right? And sometimes I do just, you know, like a happy, healthy you. So all these, you know, products for the health and everything, you know, sometimes you involve with your team members. So, you know, like Shubha is talking about something, Shaila is talking about something, I am talking about something. So you can do like that as well. So because your client, the client doesn't know, like, you know, so there is a, you know, there's a skin consultant, you know, there is somebody like, you know, a nutritionist. So something like that, you know, you can do with as a team as well. And again, you can do only skincare session, you can do only health session. So it completely depends, you know. And then you can do, now everything is open, you can do in person as well. So in person, simply on your kitchen table, you display the products. We do always one e-spring station, and our air purifier is on anyways in the side, right? So then you can do the demonstration. So these are basically the list of demo I do actually. So oral care, personal care, then home care, we do vitamins, skincare, and e-spring. So these are the demo I do with the X brand. So not too many. So, you know, if you see, there are like 10 demos actually. So, and so you can buy dollar store or somewhere the X brand once, and they last long, right? And then now the holiday season is coming. And, you know, it's not even holiday season for us. You know, we always give gift from business. And, you know, sometimes people make a mistake. They only want to give business product. You mix it, you make a bundle, right? So see, suppose this is like literally these are like under $10. You buy a nice mug for $3-4. You put your body key, tea bag, the tulsi chai or the other one, you can just make like that. Or you can just give suppose you want to make like $20-25. So you buy a nice kettle, and along with the kettle, you can just give the tea bags and everything. So you can make like that. So it's not like that you are giving only Amway product, like what goes with that, right? So see, this is the personal care and home care product, like a wipes and deodorant, multi-purpose cleaner, right? So actually there was a promotion one time. So they were giving away this GNH nice bag. So I got so many of them. So it looks nice, with the GNH bag. Then, I do this all the time. You are going someone's house for the dinner, Thanksgiving, whatever, you just make a bundle. Like, so here, this one, see, like, there are some edibles and stuff like that. And then this little, bag, it comes in you can get from dollar store. So I put the samples there, all the samples, the sachet. And you can make like a mixed one, like depends on your budget, $30, $50. So there is a glow boss, there is an energy drink. So you can make a basket like this. You can have a nice box, and then you can actually represent everything. There is artistry, Neutralite, Satinic, GNH. If you see, everything is there. So you can do everything in a nice box, and you can just give it to people, right? And then this is a little bit a bigger one. So like even for the holiday or, housewarming or something, you can give the full size product. You can give a mug of four set of 4, and then you can put some stuff here as well, and you can make a basket, right? Okay, and then for the long distance clients, basically I leverage the app. So, the wellness recommender app and the beauty app. So I use these 2 apps for the long distance. I do the video call or Zoom, and then I do the consultation basically. And then again, through the video call, I do, like, suppose somebody bought a serum, I always do the follow-up, like show them how to mix the serum, what to do. Somebody bought the XX, and even like if they are using the product just to cross-selling, I just call them, once in a while, okay, what's going on? And I learned from Roop, like I'm using Notes app. It's so easy now, thanks to Roop. So you have the list of every customer when they bought whatever. So it's on your phone. So you can quickly do the follow-up with that, right? So yeah, so that's all I wanted to share. And, very excited, like last more than 1 year. Right now, I have 1100 some PV on my screen, personal PV. I still, we have 3 more days to go. So that really helps actually. And I hope it helped. And just don't wait, just start doing something. Don't wait like I have a perfect picture, then I will post it. So, so anything you do, just do it. Okay. So with that, thanks, and back to Kamini.
Once and Kamini. Subodh, Tina, I know we ran out of time. Why don't you cover your topic very quickly, my friends?
Okay, yeah, yes, Sid, for sure. So, no, that was amazing sharing by Raman Sandeep on DDM MG, and then on MGs by Harsh. So our topic was, the next one was on follow-up and launch. So basically, you're very excited once you are doing a follow-up, first of all, because you have discussed with the person, during the MGs, you have gone through the conversation during the, after the board plan, the person has gone through the book, the BSM, the share talk that you shared, and so you already have an idea that he is looking good. And then you're not looking to eliminate, like the process is not to eliminate anyone. In the end, in my mind, I want to get that person launched right from the DTM. That's the reason I was talking to him, right? But candidates may take themselves out, and that's totally fine. But we are not looking to reduce our standards. We're looking to get them launched, and we want them to understand everything and then get started. So that's the mindset we have, and we're looking for the right person. So now when you sit down on a follow-up, the main thing is, like, the person has already gone through the BP and material. So if he has any questions, and we ask them, if you have any question, and we write them down. I'm not looking to answer them right away, but I want him to tell everything that he has going on in his mind in terms of the questions. And as he goes through that, I write them down and say, okay, I have certain things to cover, and all these will be answered through that. We do cover, Amway, BWW, if they understand that, if they understand the compensation plan, because a lot of people don't understand the compensation plan when, during the BP. So if they have any questions around it, we do cover, that compensation plan so that they understand what we are doing here. And then we basically, let them understand that, okay, this is, we will discuss some success habits, like some of the habits that, as a good business partner, we expect you to do. And you may start somewhere, but this is the team standard that we have. And then we go through, building yourself, standards, books, BSM, association, and accountability message. And that's in terms of building yourself and building your store. In terms of personal volume, customer volume, how do we do that? We cover certain things around that, and then building your network in the end. And what do we do? Building, what are the different lists? How do we work through the different lists? And we basically and share the cost around that, like in terms of the book, BSM, and association, and launching cost, and if all that makes sense, and depending on how the person is responding. So then it's up to you whether you want to invite them on a next board plan if they have questions, if they are not, if there are some yellow flags, if they have some more things to learn, you may invite them for another follow-up or another board plan. If they're all good, I would launch them right away. So in the end, you do want to launch them, right? So that's the idea. So if it all makes sense to them, they are humble, appreciative, smart, hungry, they're willing to learn, they understand the standards, I would launch them. And then in terms of the launch, you typically, go through, introducing them, like you launch them on the BWW side, Amway website, and then BWW, get them started with the BWW, the BSM first month program, and, give them a tour of website, the BWW, as well as Amway products, help them understand all the basic aspect of it, creating their retail website. And then we basically like to do two or three meetings in terms of the launch as getting started right, getting started right 1 and getting started right 2, so that you are able to cover most of the things that you want to cover in terms of both all the 3 items, right? Building yourself, building your store, and building your network, and sharing them, getting them started on the accountability and the core runs. And that's basically what we do. If required, a budget session is required, after your follow-up. You can do a budget session if you're working with a student or who may have limited finances, and so that they are prepared in terms of doing a budget-based ditto, or figuring out that every month how much I can commit through, in terms of my own product, and how much we are looking to custom create sales as well on top of that, right? And then through that, building the revenue. I think that's what basically what we wanted to share. There are a couple of good BSMs also that you should look up on BWW BSM, and one of the recent one which is pretty amazing is by Sujit Ajmani. He shares about the process mindset. I think 2619 or something, yeah, 2619. But look it up, process mindset. So that is something, and there are a lot of process streaming. So BWW BSM is the most important place to go there and learn about nitty-gritties and incorporate that into your personality. I think with that we are basically done, and back to the host, Kamini.
Thank you, Subodh and Tina, and thank you again to Ashok and Smita for such an amazing presentation on grand openings, sales, and promotions. And now I'm gonna introduce a very well, how should I put, a very well business-liked couple is what I should say. They are amazing. They are very great at what they do, and they are going to take us into the bronze game plan to teach us how to game plan to get to the bronze builder level. So I'm going to invite Poonam and Arvind to come on stage.
Thank you, Kamini. I think we should start with the Poonam. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, everyone. As we always welcome each one of you, and thank you, Sid and Roop, for putting this together. Definitely, I mean, we do our own pace, but then doing this as a combined, we learn a lot from each other. And you see that how Ashok and Smita, I'm already like, always admire them, like how much effort they put into that. And then people who do not attend it, how much they missed it. Like, even though I don't do this much, but every time I see, I commit one more time myself that, you know what, I'm going to do it. And then I started doing it little bit. So this is what the effect, this is what you learn when you attend the meetings, from especially these ones, like the bigger one. And of course, I wanted to thank for each and everyone who put a lot of effort and share their topics, and they prepared, right? So I understand, and then it takes a lot of time and effort. It's not like you just are sitting. There's a lot of people who are coming and sitting here without camera. But think about it, people who come here, they share their topics. It's not we just come and speak. We prepare a topic and then we come and speak. So I must say that show little respect and turn on your camera, that at least we are, listening them and then understanding and want to build our business, right? And coming to our topic, we are proudly sponsored, mentor, coach, loved by none other than Diamond Going EDC, Sid and Roop Ganguly, and Arvind and Poonam. Most of you know that. Our topic today is to how to make money from this business. Okay, the new plan actually Amway has launched from September. And with this plan, basically anybody, you just entered and then you can fix your income. It's not like 1 month. You cannot, if you can build the business according to that structure, actually according to that, you can have a stable income every single month. You can actually pay your bills from there. You can do that. So Amway has done that. So just let's, Arvind going to explain that what is this, and then how you can leverage that structure, and then what you should do. Then definitely we can talk about it. But let's first think that what it is. So let's talk about that first. So
all right, thank you. I know that we all have joined the business with the purpose of making money. I understand we become better and we add value and personality development, whatnot. But most important thing is that we all are here to make money. And if you want to make money, a lot of people being in the business for so many years still have a question in the mind that how we should make money in Amway. Means fast track has been there, balanced sponsorship has been there in the past. Amway comes up with the different programs, and they out loud speak, hey, you can make money, but still people have a question mark on their head. So again, we are coming with the 2022 and 2023 basically. The company has a program called BFI and BVI. Well, let's talk about it. I'm going to share a quick screen with you guys, and that way, okay. So this is my screen. All right, so let's go do this here. All right. So this is first screen. So branch foundation incentive and branch builder incentive. I have taken the help of other slides. I'm not good at that. Ashok, you are great. Okay, so compliments to you. I'm learning. So branch foundation incentive and Smita, so both contribute to your great websites, and we enjoy your slides. So branch foundation incentive is the basic. So there, just delete all those information which you have in the past, especially for the IBOs who are in the business for a couple of years. All right. So branch foundation incentive will help you in building your structure as well as in making you profitable. Because you know what, when there was a program, when people used to make $50 extra bonus incentive, and we highly talked about it, that we used to make $9, $7, $8, $6, whatever, $50 came. And then now they have replaced it with the program called at least $200 you can make. As a new IBO, when you launch somebody, you can make them $200 in a first month. And they don't say that, hey, bring your list and, let us sponsor 10 and 20 people in a row. Because that could be heartbreaking for some IBOs who don't have that habit. But if you are like Harshmeet and other like Vancouver team and some of you in Winnipeg, guys, it is easy for you. I think you can be a bronze builder incentive makers. So you can graduate from BFI to BBI. Let's talk about the first step, that how can somebody make 9%? Guys, I see. So what happens? Branch foundation is like you sponsor 3 people. Suppose you are a new, then you have to sponsor 3 IBOs and they should do 3% minimum. Means 150 PV, 100 PV personal and 50 PV coming from the customer. That will never change. All right. And if you see the breakdown, take the screenshot and go through that again. All right. I don't want to dilute the matter. You can earn this kind of $200 12 times in 18 months. 12 times. If you skip in 18 months, some of the months you skip, no problem. You can still earn that BFI incentive. And you make extra 30% of your personal PV, what you do, and you see the dollar value, you can make 30% additional of that. All right, that makes you that there is a whole difference in your profit, in your earnings, which is $190. All right. If you look at the bronze builder incentive, what happens? You go 18%. So the message is clear. If you are a platinum or a silver IBO or a gold IBO, you cannot qualify. If you are qualified gold, because you are making already that more money. All right. So you don't qualify. But people who are at the level of 18% and low, or maybe 4,000, they can build a bronze builder incentive. What you do is sponsor as many as people you can. You can sponsor 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people. But out of that, at least you should have 3-6% groups. And when I'm saying groups, means as a group, as a complete leg, if you have a 10 IBOs in that group, but everybody does 10 PVs and you reach 6%, your front line is 6%, that means it's a qualified leg. So if you have a minimum 3-6% legs, you earn 18% of bonus. Your payout will be $1,376, including your 40% of BBI bonus. What you did at this level, you made 30% of BFI as well as you made 40%. Let's take you to the next screen. I think that will make you more comfortable. So, sorry. Bronze foundation incentive. Help 3 or more people start their own MBA business and sell products. In the month, achieve 9% of performance bonus or higher. Have at least 3 personally or Foster sponsored legs, each achieving a minimum of 3% bonus. I'm sure that you understood that. Meet monthly baseline requirement, which is 100 PV personal and 50 PV coming from customer. All right. How it is calculated? 30% is a multiplier of your performance bonus, which is you are at 9%. So your whatever performance bonus you personally make, 30% will be more you are getting. So encouragement is that more you can do more personal volume. You can do personal 300 PV even. All right. Now let's go to the next one. This is a branch foundation incentive, means you have here they showed 4 legs. All right. But if you see in a nutshell that there is a first leg is 6%, a second leg is 6%, then they have a 2 legs which are 3%, but combined it's 6% from third leg. So third and 4 you combine, you earn 6%. In MBA's it's a 3 legs, 6% is coming. That way you make what is called 169.95, whatever bonus you see. All right. Let's go here, BFI. It's a very simplest form. You can take screenshot of that. If you don't understand that calculation, just take screenshot of that and do the maths. If you see BFI says $226. Why? Because the personal volume, your personal volume will make entire difference. Your 30% will increase. All right. Bronze builder incentive. Here you earn a bronze pen from Amway Corporation. That's a first recognition before you go silver. All right. Now, help 3 or more people start their own MBA business and sell products. What do? In the month, you achieve 18% of performance bonus and higher. And you have a 3 personally sponsored legs, each achieving minimum 6% performance bonus. You are qualified for 40% of multiplier of your performance bonus, which will earn you, I did the monthly, that 18 months, how you make $1,316. The simplest definition is like here, I have given you a breakdown that this is scenario 1, when somebody can make $1,316 by having 9% legs and then 6% legs. You can have as many as legs, indirect legs of yours. You can earn that. This is another comparison. If say you have a legs which is more than 9%, 6%, 6%, 6%, 6%, more legs, personal 300 PV, which is $900. Somebody has lesser legs, they make $1,228. So it's not necessary that every time you have a minimum, if you want to make more money, having a side legs, more than 6 legs, you will be more profitable at branch builder level also. This is the simplest form. If somebody has 6 legs and they are at 12% level, and you are at 21% level, BBI, your bonus will be way higher than anybody, a bronze builder, which is $1,926. If you are at 21% level and you have 6 legs, which are qualified 12% level, what happens? Your bonus is gonna be BFI, you earn 30%, then you earn BBI 40%, combined $756 you earn extra. And then $1,080 you got a differential bonus. And your VCS 10% profit on $900 is around $90. You add up all the volume is 1926. Means at 21% level, somebody can make $2,000. It's a very, very simple calculation. It takes the problem of, we don't make money because still we are 21% or 18%. Poonam, you want to say something?
What I am excited about this team, like this team, you see that if you do personal 300 and then you get paid extra 30%, extra 40%. And this team is so good in personal 300 to 500. So business volume is only 900 and then you get your 20% or 30% extra, which is $300 something. Just think about it. If personal is like 500, if your personal is like 1,000, just think about it, that what your check could be.
All right.
That will be really, really awesome.
All right. So here is the last conclusion is to make a profitable business, focus on earning bronze pin. And that's a matter of, excitement. A stable business, you move your business to the stability. A strong foundation you set up for your Q12 qualification plus, earn up to 70% more than what you have earned today. What would you earn today? More money, more belief, bigger business you earn, have branch foundation incentive means 30% boost on your personal bonus. Bronze builder means 40% boost on your personal bonus. And you can do it on 12 times, not 6 months or 3 months. It's for 12 months. Means you can be very solid, profitable. You can actually predict your profitability of that year. All right, I'm sure you're going to be working on it. We will encourage you that do it. That's amazing business. Again, thank you very much, all the leaders who have talked about the topics, and I'm sure the newest person will surely benefit, and we all are benefiting, no matter how many years we are in the business. Back to our awesome host, Kamini. Thank you.
Thank you, Poonam and Arvind, for such an amazing information on the bronze builder. With that, I think we're almost finished here now for the night. I have one last announcement that I'm just gonna share here with sorry, wrong screen. So the last announcement that we have is about the FED that's coming up. And I hope that we have a lot of people who are attending. A lot of business owners are taking their business seriously and attending this amazing function that's coming up November 10th, 11th, and 12th. And I'm sure a lot of us have already booked our tickets, got our rooms. I'm for one there. I'm already booked, have my room, my tickets, cars rented, ready to go. So yes, with that, I want to thank everyone for being here for such an amazing evening. Thank you to our leadership for having us and for letting me host this amazing evening for everyone as well. So thank you. And I'm going to ask everyone who is 300 and above PV for the month of September to stay back for the 300 PV club leadership. So good night, everyone. Roop to take over our amazing diamond going EDC leaders.
Yes.
You want to go first, Roop?
Sure. This is a 300 PV leadership. So here we just want to hear from people who have done 300 PV personal, basically. So this is a volume-based leadership meeting and proud of you all. So first of all, I would like to recognize all of you who have done 300 personal for the first time. Can I have a raise of hands? Who have done 300 personal for the first time. So we have braved your fear and gone out there in the zone, doing whatever it takes. All right, Mandeep, who else? Who else is here for the first time? Anybody else? Okay, so Mandeep, we want to hear from you, my dear. How did you do your, because you know, Mandeep is in the business for just a month now. And this month she's done 300 PV with retail, okay? And she is long distance from me, she's in California, okay? And so definitely, you know, I'm not holding her hand. She's just a product of the system, attending all meetings and doing whatever it takes. You know, just receiving rejections left, right, and center and moving forward and just believing in herself that she just wanted to qualify for the leadership team, right? So it is just the pull which was created in her and she just went gangbusters. So Mandeep, can I just request you how you did your 300? Just talk about all your retail, please. So how did you contact and what did you do?
I retail the skin product this like this time, and like two of them like vitamins.
Okay, so okay, let me ask you a pertinent question. So where did you contact the person who you retail the artistry today? How did you contact her?
Yeah, I went to the Gurdwara, like it's a temple, and I just meet the people over there, and I make the contact over there, and I send the address product. And
wonderful. And what about the lady we talked to today? You sold today. How did you contact her?
I usually drop my babies in school, and I just see the lady over there, and her face is like little bit wrinkles and like the blackness, and I just meet. I say hi, how are you? Like just normal conversation, and I ask, oh, are you using like something for that? She say no, and she say, oh, I want like I offer. Are you want to try? I just like it in business, and it's really amazing product. I show my pictures to her before and after. Like she say, oh, it's amazing. I want to try, and like today's my meeting with Roop. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mandeep. Now let me tell you guys, we all have that fear of language. Right? She does not. The lady I spoke to today is a Caucasian lady, okay? And I don't know, and just her excitement, and she was ready to buy everything, okay? And she's actually teacher in a school. Am I right, Mandeep?
Yeah, she's teacher.
Okay. So just tell me what prompted you to speak to her. Like you speak to everybody you meet, right?
Yeah, I speak everybody. I just send out like I usually go half an hour before, sometime like 40 minutes, and then I stand whatever just come. I say hi, how are you? What are you doing? How's your baby? Like what is a normal? And then I ask her, oh, are you doing like are you doing some like whatever you use like what are your uh, what they doing like what's your occupation, and what if someone say I'm like free with my baby, I don't have like then I offer, oh my I work like you see I have a small baby too. I just work in a home uh like with the company, and it's nice, is like network basing, and it has like so many products. Are you want to join? And some say no and some say yes.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you. I know you sold weight management, you sold artistry to 3 people, and you're keeping on going. You're not stopping, right? She's already 300 plus, but she says, I know I'll do more. And she's keeping on going. Love you, Mandeep. Keep up the excitement, okay? Don't let anyone steal your dreams. All right?
Little bit like language fear.
I know, but still you spoke to the lady. She was a Caucasian lady, right?
Yeah.
And she
No, I try my best. I try my best. Like over there is mostly teachers and like professional people say, but I try to my best, and I ask what they're doing. I offer. If they say no, so many people say no, and someone say yes too, and like I make one more contact, and he's in a like a construction guy, and I offer like 2 of them x-axis there as comparison to Red Bull, and he say if I like it I offer to whole company. I say thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Mandeep. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to let you guys know, it does not take any skill sets whatsoever. As I always tell you, let your emotion control your emotion. Just go out there and speak to people left, right, and center. I mean, Bill Britt is dead, screeching, shouting, saying that, it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Why do we hide behind the techniques? Okay. So, what I see in her, and why am I so proud of her, is a raw energy, raw excitement, energy. And she's not afraid to talk to anyone. I didn't even ask her. I know she's received so many rejections, and she doesn't count the rejections because she has faith and she knows that yes is coming. She's just going through the no's fast to find the yeses. And her next goal is through the product route to introduce 3 people next month. Done deal. I can write it down on a piece of paper because morning shows the day. Okay, some of the parameters you see early in a person, you don't have to be a platinum for that. You don't have to be a high PV person, but the little traits you see in a person early on in the business, you know that person is there to go and there to succeed all the way through. And I know, Marcella, you're shy, but you're also first time 300 personal. And so why don't you share what you did for your retail?
I went out, I did dropped off some business cards. I spoke to people. I contacted them over Facebook. I family, friends, for the most part.
Wonderful. And when we visited Windsor on Saturday, you had all the products displayed on your table. So yes. That is the power of keeping an inventory. So can you share how did you have so much of faith that you had kept so much of inventory so beautifully placed as a new IBO?
I'm sorry, Rup, I didn't hear you. I didn't get that.
I'm saying that, you are a new IBO. You just joined last month. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. So being a new IBO, what prompted you to invest in inventories? So many inventories. And when I went to your home, it was so beautifully all organized, for all your clients to see.
Well, I figured that if you don't have the product to display when people come in, well, you can't talk about it. You can't demonstrate them or anything like that. So it's better to have the products than not to have them. That's the way I look. And if I'm going to go, I'm going to invest in this and invest in my company and have the product and make my home organic as well, not just my customers.
That's amazing. And that's why you already have 1 registration and 2 more to go this month. We know.
Yeah.
I know Helen is working with you very closely, and
Yes,
1,000 PV is a done deal, and you're coming to FED. I'm so excited you got
I
it.
am. I'm excited.
Great. Thank you so much, Marcella, for being such a beautiful addition to our
Thank you.
family. Yes.
Thank
And
you.
and Marcella, you need to book another plan so that we can come to your house so I can stay at your house.
Oh, you're on mute, my dear.
Sounds good, Sid.
The reason Sid is saying that, she's got a beautiful property on a lake, and Sid loves waterfront. Okay, so 2 people, new 300 PV personal. Now, who has done more than 300 PV? 400 PV, anyone? Raise your hands. Just raise your hands. 500 PV, raise your hands. Personal, I'm just talking about personal PVs. 600 PV, raise your hands. 700 PV, raise your hands. I know there is 1,000 PV. Raman and Sandeep. Raman and Sandeep consistently doing 1,000 personal. Anybody else doing 1,000 personal? I just need you to raise your hands. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. 1,000 personal. Okay, Raman and Sandeep. So I want to learn from you, and everybody wants to learn from you, okay? So how do you consistently maintain your 1,000 PV personal? And what exactly do you do? Do you count on the same customers, sit at home and just call them up? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Or what is your regular work ethics?
Thank you, Sid. Thank you, Roop. Thanks. Yes, we have been consistent with the PVs from last few months, 1,000. Last month, it was a stretch, a little bit more than 1,000. It was 1,101 PV. So yes, because of we fall short of those PV to achieve our goals, and some of our ace player didn't perform well in our team. So that's where we have to bring it from our end. And yes, it's all because we have now, it was not initially before, and we had a huge customers list. But because when Sandeep stepped into this business and she started taking it as seriously, so that's where we started getting most of our customers, and our personal PV started increasing. And along with the, our personal consumption also started to increase along with. So we are not 300 PV personal, so we end up sometimes 250, 400 or 450. That's because I started going to work out, from last few months, and that's where my personal consumption also started increasing. We started switching multivitamins all the times. Like we used double X before, but now we switched to Perfect Pack. So kind of adding more multivitamins into our daily routine, and along with our kid, we provide multivitamins to her as well because of these times. So that's where we keep on switching our stuff from all the things which it's available in the business, and promoting into most of the stuffs which we use in the household to our families, friends, whosoever we meet occasionally. So yeah, and Sneh will talk about, because she's we go to Sikh temple, we get customers from there, and she goes with Ravani out to library, to school, and most of the customers she gets from there, and also the recommendation of our previous customers who have given us a very good, amazing results. We got the results, and that's where we get references from. And so we will talk about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ru, for giving us opportunity. The 1,000 PV last month, plus, 1,000 plus we achieved because you gave me, that initiative that I can start. That is the one biggest reason I achieved 1,000 plus PV last month. We can achieve this month as well. We're gonna keep this 1,000 PV. No matter what, we're definitely gonna increase more, 1,000 plus. But initially, I really wanted to tell everybody it's not that difficult for us. Initially, yeah, like starting from, I know we're always doing our personal PV since we started in the business. Like we started at 150, then we moved to 300, with our own consumptions, personal consumptions. But when I stepped into the business, I know why I'm doing this business. That's how I started doing more in the business. So I started with dropping the messages. I had a zero skill set, no confidence at all to talk to anybody. My mom was here in the beginning. I go out with her. We started selling like simple vitamins to customers, meal replacement shakes for myself, for my daughter.
Are you muted, Raman?
Sorry, my daughter was crying, so Raman has to leave.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
So that's how my journey started. It's been only a year. Like I started a skin session. I never took my profession seriously. Like I'm a nurse by profession. So until like, you know, she started with me, like, how can I start the skin session? So, you know, she's like, you are a nurse, then you can do your skin session and stuff, like, you know. So I started products for myself first. I've seen a difference. I had a bad acne in the past. So that's how I started that. And then I went out, talked to people. That's how I started my skin session journey. I had made a lot of customers through the skin session. So since then, I have from last, I think 7 to 8 months, whatever customers I have generated this time. So they're repeatedly giving me orders. And another thing, I have recently started the weight management program. And I already started the Gurdwara camp. That's how I getting more customers. So every month I can say I can get 10 customers or so, more than that, and repeated orders as well. That's how I'm keeping my 1,000 plus customers, 1,000 plus TVs. Thank you.
Roop, you're muted now.
Okay. So what is your work ethic, Sandeep? Because you have a little daughter, right? A lot of people say, I have little kids or I have kids, I don't have the time. I don't have the time, I don't find the time. But you're doing everything, right? You have a job and you have a little kid. And also you're doing tremendously well in the business, right? I'm sure the first one is relationship between husband and wife. That goes without saying. I know there's a lot of understanding. You're a wonderful couple. But other than that, what is your work ethics? Can you just, how do you prioritize and how do you manage your focus?
It wasn't easy in the beginning. I'm like I'm taking my daughter everywhere, wherever I go. She's the one, you know, and when I saw her, like, she's giving me the reason to build a business. So I'm going out with her, library, school, you know. So there I start the conversation with people. Like, she play with other kids, I started conversation. So it's not that she's not around me and, you know, I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm focusing on her as well, but I'm also paying attention to other individuals who beside me. That's how I do it. It's really easy with the kids, actually. I can say that. Otherwise, if you go out, you don't have anything to say. Like, you know, I know there are a lot of people who does that too. But when you have your kids, then there's a more benefits comes along with that. I sell more of kids vitamins and stuff, like kids products. Initially, I have started. That's how I slowly build it up. Like, it's always incremental growth, right? You always say. So I started with what Rubani uses. So I always promoted in the beginning, and then when people saw my skin, then I tell them, like, you know, this is what I do. You know, I drop the messages about that. That's how I started this, and you know, and on the daily basis, I always try to go out. There's not a single day when I don't go out. Every time, at least once or twice a day, I spending a time with Rubani also, and also I'm doing a business the same time.
Right, Sandeep. I really remember my time, you know, Arjun at the back of the car screeching and screaming, and I'm taking him everywhere, doing my SAM. And before the SAMs used to be so bulky, thank God for the little SAM right now, the miniature version. But it's all worth it, right? So you create so many new relationships. And so that my last question is, what is your verbiage for closing the sale? Because a lot of people do they're very good in demonstration. They know, they're very knowledgeable about the products, but when it comes to what can I order for you today, they are tongue tied, right? So they think that they're asking for something, but what gives you the confidence and what's your verbiage for some sales closing statements?
So when I do skin session or weight management session, I ask them why they want to do or use the products, or for example, a pigmentation for any skin session, acne. I break down each product, like why they have to use it. And then once everything is done, I give them the whole set and stuff. Sometimes products are about $300, $400, right? But I give them, I break it out also on a daily basis, how much the cost is. And then once everything is done, I take a time and ask them what exactly you want. Like, this is my recommendation is, if you go by recommendation, definitely you will get a result, but it's also up to your budget, right? This is my recommendation. Then definitely they always think and they say that, is it really going to work? That's like, definitely it's going to work, right? You will see the result. I always follow up with my clients. I always give them like before and after pictures of other people. I show them what work I have done. So, but at the end, I haven't seen anybody who says no. I know there are other, initially I have got a no as well, but it's based on the confidence you developed over the time. They will see the conviction in you, and they will see also the result you have generated in the past. On the basis of that, I never heard no from now onwards.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So there is an adage called nothing succeeds like success. So if you're overthinking sitting at home, oh my God, what's going to happen? How am I going to sell? Nothing's going to happen. Just get out there and make a fool of yourself. I remember my first few sales. I had tears in my eyes when people started to just make fun of me. But when I did enough of them, I developed skill sets. It's just a factor of repetition. So show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, show the demo, show the demo, show the demo. Just go out and expose the products and expose the business. That's all. The business is so simple. We just make it so complicated. Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you very much, Raman and Sandeep. And again, it's about household. The lady cannot do anything unless she has a supportive husband, and vice versa, right? So the environment of the house needs to be, it needs to be completely in control. So both husband and wife need to complement each other, okay? And another beautiful thing about them is, they've got a beautiful relationship with their uplines, okay? Inside and out, okay? A lot of purity in that team. And that's what I love. Behind the closed doors, also, I'm sure they are talking highly about Harsh and Achal, right? So, and that is how relationships are built, okay? Without any tension, without any judgment, okay? Because it's a people's business. People have so many flaws. If somebody has the flaws, I look in the mirror, I have the most flaws. So if I have the flaws, then who am I to judge other people, right? And then why am I telling you these things? Because if these fundamentals are okay, at your home, you're at peace within, then you can storm anything out there, because it is not about going out and talking to people. It's about having the inner calm and confidence, right? So now I would request all the platinums like Gurjot, Sachin, Poonam, and Arvind. And of course, Ashok and Smita, all of you guys, just one or two statements, how you close the deal, just some statements of how to fight that fear of retail, how to not create that bad word out of a retail, okay? So 500,000 PV personal, and how you started your journey, and now all of you guys are doing 1,000 to 1,500 personal. So yeah, can I start with you, Gurjot?
Definitely. So even most recently, I'm just with a fresh, very quickly, I'm training a new couple to start closing sales. We did a grand opening. And so of course they had some people that said they would buy, and a couple of them didn't buy after saying they would. So it's not an emergency. And I just said to them that ask them. So the number one thing I used to be afraid of doing is just to ask the question. Just like Sandeep was saying, I would just call them. The fear of getting over and finding out what is holding the person back. So the best book I read was How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling by Frank Bettger. And in that, he poses questions as well. So just finding out if you just invite them to say no to you, You don't want to ask questions that invite people to say no. And you want to have a dialogue or discussion so you know what they're thinking. Otherwise, you're just making assumptions of why people aren't buying. And then you'll associate that assumption with every customer you have. You'll always think a product is expensive and you'll be afraid to ask the next person. So.
Thank you, Gurjot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I request Ashok and Smita?
Sure, you want to go ahead?
Sure.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, so close the sale. Basically for me, for having inventory is the biggest power for me. Like I always keep the inventory, because what happens, it's like going restaurant, some restaurant, they don't bring the dessert menu, they bring the real dessert in front of you, right? Okay, this is it, what you want to try. Then you see, and it's so tempting, you want to try something. Similarly, I always keep, even I do at my home, or I am going somewhere in person. So I always keep my inventory with me. And the second thing is I always tell and for the long distance, if I'm doing on the Zoom, I have different bundles. Like suppose, and there is a price for the whole bundle with vitamin and skincare, and then the price per day, cost per day. So I have the slide for that. So on the online, I do like that. In person, I have, and immediately I made an invoice and I send the invoice to them. This is your total. How do you like to pay? You want to transfer me or something, or you want to use your own credit card? It's completely up to you. So I don't say like, this is it. I always give the invoice immediately. And sometimes people buy everything. Sometimes people say, hey, you know what if I only buy the mask, it will help. I said, yeah, it will help you, but it's not 100%. But yeah, definitely you can start with the mask. But I will keep the invoice. I will send you the invoice, so in your record, you will have it. In the future, I know what I recommended you. So that's how I do it. So my thing is keep the inventory with you for every single product. You have 6 months. You don't have, and in my house, like we are 4, all 4 of us are using different skincare. So, we need 4 sets. So if it doesn't get sold, you can use in the house.
Also, when we have a lot of inventory, when there's people coming in a big gathering, we say that if you place an order today, you get a free gift.
Yeah, exactly.
So that gives an incentive just to close the deal as it is on the same day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks.
So Smita and Ashok, were you born like this? Because lots of people think that, okay, Ashok and Smita, only they can do it. So
No, oh my goodness. Like, it's like, I cannot even think of having 500 personal PV. Like I will start looking at the money. Oh my God, it's like 500 PV. I'm like, the numbered person. Okay, $1,500. That's impossible. No, it's always incremental growth. And, but yeah, see, we focus on one thing I will say, everybody, if you are 30 plus, just start using Cream Lux. Don't use anything else. Believe me. Maybe you think, because I was like that too. I used to use once a year. Right? Okay, no, this is expensive once a year in the beginning, but now we both use Cream Lux in the nighttime. So if you are 30 plus, start using it. Believe me, if you have any skin concern, it will take care of everything. And then from here, yeah, so we were not like that, but now, like attending the Zoom session, like one of the function, there's a mover and shaker, like 2,500 personal PV. And then I'm like, okay, that can be possible too. So now, like, that's how we do 1,100, 1,500. And it's very organically. It's not like that we are pushing to hit our goal. It happens actually. So, but 500 PV is our personal in the house with all 4 of us. We are all 4 adult almost, right? So the kids are using all the skincare and everything. And the gifting, we do every gifting. Like right now, my in-laws are coming. There are 3 birthdays happened this month. So I have everything from the basket from the business. I'm not going to give anybody money or anything else. So that adds up too. Yeah.
Wonderful. Beautiful tips. Did you guys hear that? She gives the invoice and says, how would you like to pay? A lot of us are so afraid to ask, what do you want to buy? We're so afraid all the time. We do everything and then we leave. All right. It seems that I'm too overbearing. What will the other person think? That'll not cut it, guys. If you are in a business, you have to be entrepreneur minded. And this is your corporate world, right? This is your corporation. So you have to cut the deals. You production and sales, you're in control of. Okay, that kind of a mindset and an ownership needs to come in. No shyness. Shyness go away. Confidence come in. Thank you so much, Ashok and Smita. And then Sachin, would you like to say something?
Yeah, my platinum team is up and excited here. All my birds, they are enjoying the freedom. Like I want freedom as well, so they are getting freedom from day one. Couple of things that since I started going out and talking to people, I would definitely share some of the things is that when you're having a conversation, obviously when you ask what you do, they say what I do. When I say I have my business, right away the question is what you do. And I ask them the question like, do you know what is a retail estate? So I ask them the question. And then they get confused. Retail estate. So I said, do you know what the retail estate is? No, then can I share a video with you? Take a look at this video and then you can discuss. That is one of the approaches I'm starting. The other thing is I recently started and I have sold 3 double X's so far. And what I've been doing is I ask them a question, usually FORM, and then you talk about weather and just keep quiet because people like to talk more about weather and they talk a lot, they keep quiet and then ask, what do you take, like, for supplements? Do you take vitamins? Do you believe in vitamins? And then when they say yes, no, whatever, then I say that, by the way, I'm Sachin again, and I have my own business and I have this organic products and they're water soluble products, water soluble vitamins. Do you know what that is? I asked them the question. I said, like, actually, I'm having a promotion right now. And the promotion is that I will send you a video. You have to take a look at the video first. Then you reply to me if you want to try the sample. And I want to get a feedback. So like that, so far, like, I have been successful. I have got like my 3 double X orders. And so they like it. The good thing is, like, I share them the video. And that video, I think I had shared on the Ganguly team as well. Is that it has all the information plus lots of demos together. So when they see as a whole pack, and then I share the samples. So when sharing the samples, I give them the 2 SKUs and all the things, and that's how they are ordering more as well.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sachin. And thank you for organizing our YouTube channel. Can you just tell everybody what the address is for the YouTube channel?
Yeah, just go and search. I cannot share the links also, but if you go on YouTube and just search for Global Ganguly team, and you will find it for there. And we'll definitely.
Thank you, Sachin. And anybody has anything, demos, whatever, just submit it to Upline Platinums. They have the right, so they can add it on the YouTube channel. All right.
And if anyone needs an access, just let me know. I can just add them there.
Yeah, we have to go with the times, guys. In Rome, you have to do what the Romans do. The technology is advancing. We cannot be left behind. Okay. We have a Facebook page as well, and we have forgotten about it. We already have so many followers. We need some youngsters to manage it. Right. So we need some volunteers to manage these things, our Facebook page, our YouTube channel and stuff like that. We have to have a branding here. Right. So branding works nowadays. Gone are the days of humility. Now people want to be seen. Okay. I'm learning, I'm overcoming a lot of challenges in myself as well to be seen. Okay. So all of us can do it. So Sachin, last question is, there was a time that you found it difficult to even finish 100 points, right? So nowadays you do 300 to 400 personal points so easily. So what changed in you?
Awareness, like the simple thing is that instead of spending money, wasting money, invest in yourself. So basically that is the number one thing. So nowadays, every time I go out, even my birds are drinking East Spring water. If they want to eat food, they make sure that I use my MasterCard. So I generate, like, even if it's 1 PV, I'm happy because I understand the difference between 99 runs and 100 runs. It's a huge difference. So because of the awareness, every time you have that mentality, ask your question, are you generating anything out of that sale? Anything. Even if it's not through Amway, if I go outside, I use my MasterCard, I make sure that I'm generating anything. I fill the gas, I use MasterCard. So even if you can generate like 30, 40 PVs from the MasterCard itself, that's a huge saving. And that's what I started doing. Like, and I promoted all the other expenses. So that actually helped me to overcome that. And again, business ownership, everything, even in the home, you're using it. Make sure that you ask this question to yourself. Is this from your business? Can you replace this from your business? Are you supporting your business? Basic 3 questions, and you will find the answer.
Thank you, Sachin. Wow, we all forgot about MasterCard, right? So N number of registrations should be equal to, after 3 months of activation of the card, should be N 100 number of points on the screen, because one MasterCard is 100 PV after 3 months of activation, right? And then the residual points every month. So we know about everything, but we don't, I think, train and teach as much. So thank you, Sachin.
Roop, do you remember when we were going platinum, we used to keep a track of every MasterCard. We used to sign up MasterCards.
Yes, Primus.
100 points and 100, but there's so much we can all do, you know.
So much. Thank you for reminding. Yeah, that was Primus at that point of time. And each registration.
And we would tell people to just sign up for 1 month and disconnect.
Yes.
We don't want it, just so we could collect the PV.
Yes, because we had a strategy. See, we used to think ahead, right? 3 months ahead. So because say somebody's in qualification, we know that, say they had 10 registrations this month. So we knew that, 10 multiplied by 100, at least 1,000 PV is going to come in the next 3 months time, right? So that.
And that means that if you're just raw excited, instead of saying this, how much, just raw excitement. And like we always say, have a PV goal in mind and work towards it. It's just incredible. There's so much excitement in that. PV goal, and yeah, Eagle will also happen and all of that. And you and I just keep doing it. Yesterday, tomorrow in the morning, I've got 2 excess cases to deliver. Just super excited, man. Yeah, more PV, more money.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for remembering that. Yes, Arvind and Poonam. So can we have some nuggets from you as well?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think of us. I remember for 6 months, we did not have even a single client because I thought Arvind will do it and Arvind thought I will do it, but then we didn't have no client. And then, I mean, hardly I sold one vitamin, that was kids vitamin. And then I did not had even courage to ask money from her, and then she did not even pay for that. So that was it.
I have a story, when we signed up a business, our kid came, okay? And then we were asked to, do you have a list? So we used to go to a temple. I met one guy and I became so much close to him. His name was some Maheshwari, and he was from Pakistan. So, I said, wow, that's great. So I became very close because I wanted to know, and so curious. And we used to meet on every Saturday and Sunday in a temple, eat food, and, do nothing. All right. Then I realized that, okay, I need to expose the business. I spoke to the guy, and after that, I haven't seen. So this is how we all make mistakes, but we learn from it. And then we realize that, what, since we are in the business, we did our personal shopping, we never missed our 100 PV. You know what, I remember very well that that time 100 PV there was no fast track $50 or $200 like this today. There was nothing. And our first check when I received was $3.92. I very well remember $3.90, because we ordered some stuff which is really, we never used it. Okay, it's still maybe somewhere in the corner, but that $3.92 was a belief builder. Honestly, we have turned around the business because we understood that if we can make $3.92, it looks like stupid today that you are spending hours and hours, and then you go to the meeting, and then you struggle changing 2 buses, and then you are feverish, and then you are going to expose the business to others. Today we call it meet and greet, and MG1, MG2, MG3. At that time there was no MG1, MG2, MG3, but we wanted to expose the business, and we did, and we were successful because people saw that this guy have a fever. You remember, I had a fever and I was waiting for the guy to at his home and outside, and I was waiting for him. I was not driving, he was driving. And I went with the bus, I remember very well, and then exposed the business to that guy. They signed up because they believed one thing, that there is something in the business. Later they can manipulate or contemplate or judge. But that time the guy didn't judge. He said, hey, you have a fever and you came, that means this business has something. So we kept share energy and the belief in so much in the system. because we were reading books every day. We were following everything, listening, those CDs, getting our BSMs. You know what? Selling product, this business is not about selling product. It's selling the dreams to others. But if you have a solid dreams, then only you can sell, because people don't want to be sold these days. People want to be part of some cause and reason, that they can get better. And they want to follow somebody who has character. Means people are very silently observed. So we are in a glass house, guys, and we realized very later, but we quickly did it. In 18 months, we started our qualification. Means that was still leaders talk about it, that 12 to 18 months we started the business. So we were not stupid. We were not playing around with this business, because that's gonna bother. We remember that this is a very expensive hobby. If somebody's doing the Amway business with the hobby minds, guys, this is not for you, by the way. You have to have mentality of making it happen. And it's not going to happen by itself. You have to do those small things. Reading book looks like, oh, why reading books? What is going to do for me? I always say, reading book, maybe first time it doesn't hit your mind. Second time it won't, but third time, sure, it's going to make impact on you. You know what? Putting good things in the mind. And then suddenly you start recommending things. Suddenly you start exposing, talking about access drinks. Sometimes you have a courage to keep your product on your work desk. Means I remember in the beginning, I was hiding my products, keeping in the lunchbox, never opened it. Now my products are all over in my workstation. And people talk about it. I don't have any fear. I talk, hey, these are Amway products, owned by Amway company. Nutrilite is owned by Amway Corporation. They own the companies. When they see that potential, they buy the company. They don't contract, they buy, because then they have authority on those things. So we are representing the world-class products. I speak very boldly. I don't care who thinks what, because I don't want to short sell myself. I feel so big in front of anybody when I have to talk about my products. Yes, obviously Poonam does excellent work. She's expert. Means I have seen her yesterday. We went to one of the clients and she was taking her bag with her, flipping the product. I know that product is in her hand, but still she was flipping some products so that customer can see. And customer even ask about those products. So I know that cross-selling, we don't have to talk about cross-selling. We have to actually show them. This is what I want. Poonam?
Yeah, closing the sale, 2-3 tips, what helped me. I was very happy to do the appointments, but after that, there's no sale. But I'm happy that I did the appointment, but we need PV, right? Because of that, we don't get paid. So initially my goal was that when I was not doing much, then initially my goal was the person has to have at least one product. So first 6-7 minutes, I give the person like whatever they can talk. So I can understand the mindset that what person is looking for, and then what person can spend, right? And then sometimes I upfront ask like, what is your main cause? Like your budget is important, or your health is important, or your concern is important. What is more important? So that's how the person even, sometimes open up. So according to that, you can recommend the product, and then so you are not confused. Like sometimes I used to give, like the person is so excited to see everything, and then I'm showing luxury and everything, and then person, yeah, it's very nice. Oh yeah, I would love to, and then oh, there's no money. So it's and then it's big thing is that one person, when you know that what person exactly want, honestly, I do not show any other product, because I know this will confuse the person's mind, and this will never end up. Like the person will think, oh, this is better or that is better. So I understand the person's mind and in budget, and then I never showed product more than that. Next time when I go and deliver, what sometimes I do, I stop 1 or 2 product, even though I have it, but I tell person, hey, you know what, I don't have that product right now, maybe I'll come later. So I'm giving a chance again to meet that person, and that's the second time when I already closed one of my deal. Now I can add more product. And then person can think about it that, okay, yeah, oh yeah, why don't you give me that one also, that one also. So that happened a lot of time. Like first time I did not give the peel, but second time when I'm going to deliver SPF, then definitely I know that peel will be going away. So that could be happen. And then closing the sale, definitely you have to be very, very bold. And there's a few, most of the time people are from India but understand the Hindi, like few totka, right? Like you have to say the two things 7 times. Those things we follow. I follow that, right? Before person say anything else, let the give person so many, that person has to say so many times yes, yes, yes. Ask so many questions, that person has to say yes, 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 yes. And then person set up in a mindset like saying yes to your product. So those things I also follow. So, but the main thing is that knowing your product and knowing your goal, basically. Once you have goal in your mind, honest to goodness, I mean, you can sell anything. You can just have, so you have to have a goal. If you have a goal, then only, like, I remember when I'm over, I never went only 7,500, like more than 7,500. Why? Because I used to have my personal goal. No matter what my team is doing, I have to have my personal goal. This much I have to go personal. So I'm always like, up on the toe and then doing the things around, and, new things you can keep trying, that what can work, what cannot work. So those things work. Basically, you have to have goal, and then trust me, once the goal is there, you find out so many ideas that how to close the deal. That's the one of the biggest tip.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Arvind and Poonam. So if I believe in something, I sell it. I was looking at it on a hoarding, and that actually just summarizes everything. If I believe in something, I sell it. So that is why, because I use the luxury cream, now I believe in it so much. I have so many luxury cream clients, right? So thank you so much. And another thing I learned from Poonam, that, she, even if the person is buying one product, when you go and deliver the products, you carry 3-4 products with you. Okay. You cannot just show the catalog. All right. So you have to be prepared with the accessory products, which will go with that one product. And there's a lot of power in expectations. So unless there is expectation, there is excitement, nothing's going to happen. Okay. So it's not a chore, guys, that 300 PV personal. And of course, this is an alignment to whatever Amway is actually doing right now for us, right? So 3 legs BFI, all right? That for that also you need, if you do 300 personal with 3 legs, you're 600, that is BFI, right? So that is how you monitor yourself and incrementally change yourself to 300 PV personal, and make it a point never to go below that. That is your standard. All right. It's not that 1 or 2 months just hit 300 and then you start cribbing about it. Yes, let me tell you, there are going to be bad months and good months. But even in the bad months, you need to have faith to just buy the inventory. All right. That is how you will force yourself to sell those products next month. Otherwise, you'll keep in your comfort zone. All right. Even in the bad months, you need to invest 300 PV. That is one trick I learned for myself, because otherwise we'll slip into the E quadrant category. If we want to remain in the S quadrant, and my last thing is, we are all in S quadrant business, except me and Sid. We are in the big B quadrant business, except us. All of you guys are in the S quadrant business. And when we were in the S quadrant business, what does S quadrant business mean? That you axe yourself out of the equation, everything will fall apart. And you have to accept the fact. All right. How many people does it take to go diamond? Just one. So please don't crib about there is no duplication. I'm doing so much. This person is not doing. Don't be a calculator upline. All right. So 300 coming from the, no, he's promised 400 PV, 400 PV. He's promised 150, 150. Don't be a calculator upline. Then what's the difference between a leadership team and a common team? This is a team of excellence. So this is why, we understand. And that is why I requested all of you guys to share all the closing tips, because closing is what is. Okay, you can read so many books, have so much of knowledge, but it is what counts is what you put on the table at the end of the month. What is your PV check? Okay, your PV check is basically a report card. And we have to accept the fact. Okay, that is why we are in the business. Okay, we cannot shy away from it. We always have to address that elephant in the room. Okay, for new people, yes, we have to sandwich, we have to do a lot of things. We have to love on them, but not for us. Okay, so thank you very much. And I would request only 2,500 up to stay back. And others, have a great night. And have a great closing of the month.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
And have an awesome weekend.
It's okay. Change the spotlight. Okay, spotlight. All right, guys. So it's we'll finish off in 10 minutes. I'll take 5 minutes, and Roof will take 5 minutes as we close. And obviously, it goes without saying that you guys are the backbone of the team, and you guys are awesome. And all of you guys have held on long, and we've held on long, Roof and I. Just like all of you have faced a lot of ups and downs in the business and life, so have I. Our journeys are together. Please understand that. Our journey is not separate from your journey, and your journey is not separate from our journey. So we are one solid team, and we have to make our team bigger, better. All of us need to qualify to the next spin. Roop and I need to. You guys need to. And that has to be done with a happy heart. All right, please, life is too short, guys. Don't spend it on things that don't contribute to add on to your life, to the happiness. All right, whenever I have a disagreement with Roop, it bothers me a lot because I don't like it, and therefore we have very few. Me and my son is mature, he's 22, he's a man. We hardly have any disagreement. So, and it's an art. It's an art. It's not easy. Is Sonia 25? Yeah. It's not easy, guys. It's a decision you guys will have to take. Look, we say in Amway, Amway is the best business. Amway is lovey-dovey. But listen, guys, Amway is not lovey-dovey. Nothing is lovey-dovey in this world. All right. Even God says you fast for 5 days. Is that easy? Or 1 day? Nothing is easy. It will take maturity, gang. It will take a hell lot of maturity. I sit in the LLC. I see disagreements among diamonds. They'll come out of the door. See, they'll come out of the door always smiling. Closed doors, fighting, this and that. Some of you guys need to learn that. You can't wear your attitude on your sleeve and this and that. Look at my hero in my life is Elon Musk is my hero. He just bought Twitter. He started Tesla. He made 28 million when he was less than 30 years old. And he has one new girlfriend every year. And he has 2 children every year. That's his average. He's not because he's hero, because of that. The point is that guy can do so many things. And he's winning in everything. And he does not even look, at least in my eyes, my son always makes fun of him. He doesn't even look like a hero to me. He looks like a guy you'll meet at the pub. So folks, Buddhism says that life is full of misery and suffering. And I want to tell you, somewhere down the line, the Amway culture is awesome, lovey-dovey, huggy-buggy. That doesn't bring money though. People like Roop and I and Diamonds, we understand that, but we will not tell that. We don't want to scare people. We'll say, oh, no problem, stay. If you come to me, I'll say, Sachin, you have to get emerald done. You go to Kanti, he'll say, Sachin, you're the best. Because it doesn't matter to Kanti, does it? Sachin, my whole team can do 0 PV. Kanti is still going to Peter Island and Hawaii every month. So guys, please forget this idea of lovey-dovey. This is a serious business where money has to be made. Skills have to be acquired. You have to get along with upline, downline. You have to handle stress. You have to be professional. And you have to be laser focused on PV, laser focused on things. You learn to take the high road. And this is a people business. You cannot get caught up in people's energy. You have to live by your inner scorecard. Inner scorecard. If my upline colleague says, Sid, you're an idiot, I'll still smile. If my downline, they never call me, I still smile. It doesn't matter. Professionalism. Professionalism. So my message, the environment of Amway is lovey-dovey. Life is not lovey-dovey. And Amway is not lovey-dovey. Don't get caught up in that. This is your diamond saying this. Not Kumar can say, oh, friendship and love and love. You don't know the inside story, guys. I know. I live that. Get sharp, get real, have a professional relationship, work this business hard, and don't care about things, guys. Listen, today Kanti takes my name. Let me tell you, when I was with Raj, neither Raj or Firdaus or Kanti would ever take my name. Am I right, Arvind? Tell me, Ashok Smita, did they ever take my name? Never. Today they have no one in this leg, so they take my name. But I was smiling then, I am smiling now. Get it. Get it, guys. Get it. Put money in your pocket. Live a cream life. Your PV check will never lie to you. Your lifestyle will never lie to you. So get real. Roop.
Yes, all I want to say is that you are our champions, right? You are our next platinums and emeralds and diamonds. Just look at yourself. And of course, we are missing Helen because she's another champion, but because of her religious belief, she cannot be here at the meeting on a Friday. But she's another champion who's doing things that are just wreaking havoc everywhere, showing plans left, right, and center. And very soon you'll see her as a brand new platinum in the team. She's going to be a great addition. Anyways, so see, all of us are doing the same thing. So if it is a logically driven business or it's a faith driven business, that is the most important thing because a lot of us are logically driven. So when we sit with the calculator, look at the LOS and see, okay, only this much can come. I cannot see anything else. And that is the reason you are where you are. All right. Because when me and Sid, we build the business, we have to, because we don't have any back door. And you can say, yes, because, we have a job. We don't have to be like you. You have no back door, but we have. A lot of you can say things like that. But let me tell you that even when we were working, still, we always tricked our brain into thinking that we don't have a back door. All right. So and if you can do at that level, you can definitely do it in the leadership level. All right. So it is always, logically driven or fear driven. And it is just like, when I was learning how to drive a car, okay, I had so much of fear, right? So who took out the fear in me? My instructor, my driving instructor, right? Slowly and steadily, first told me how to, twist and turn the wheels and, how to take the left turn, right turn, slowly take off your foot off the brake and press on the accelerator. And before I didn't even know, but because I was practicing every day, before I was there on the road driving by myself. But if she would tell me, all right, you're afraid, okay, let it be. It's the driving is not meant for you, then I would never learn how to drive, right? So all of us have those fears, but we cannot have that fear. But a new IBO, if the new IBO have that fear, then we have to instill that faith in them and we have to show them that. All right, we have to hold their hands and instill the faith and belief like an injection. We need to inject that. Sometimes we see that, we let them dictate us because we are building the business from a position of fear. Oh my goodness, what if this person quits? But see, I have seen that if you have a purity of intention, because I pray to God every day saying, may the right words come out of my mouth. And whoever I sponsor and register, may a lot of wealth come into their homes. And please, God bless me so that I can, teach them the right things so that they can make money out of Amway. And if that is the intention and you're teaching them something that never can go wrong. All right. So that is how, you stretch them, they themselves don't know. A little kid, they would never learn how to walk unless you encourage them, unless every step of the way, When they fall, if you say, oh my God, my kid has fallen down, now I'll never let him walk. And I keep him like this on my lap. Would he ever learn how to walk? So that is what it is, guys. Sometimes if you can understand that leaders are just 2%, not even Pareto principle. 2%, just 2% of the people are driving 98% of the business. You look around, okay? Same leaders. You see the leadership meeting in FED, you come and you see Platinum's Enough meeting. 80% of the room will be predictable people you know who would be there. And they come there year after year after year after year, okay? And the rest of the people, they keep on moving around. People come, people go. People have expiry dates, but we cannot dance up and down as per their tunes, okay? We need to understand and accept the fact that in other businesses, we have other things, right? Say you lost the shipment somewhere, or the shipment got damaged. Say it was coming from China, and it was, some storm happened, and it was coming by the ship, and the shipment got damaged. What would you do? But in this business, we don't have to face all that, but we are dealing with people, and people, they are weird. People all have their own little world. They all live in their own world. And you don't know what they're thinking, what they're doing. Because we think that everybody's like us. Everybody's not like us. And so you have to understand the pulse. We are all doctors, and we have to feel the pulse, understand that what this person wants, and go by that. And at the end of the month, you cannot say at your level that A didn't do his part, B didn't do his part. Completely unacceptable. That means you have not learned the business. Okay, so you counsel with yourself 1st of the month, 15th of the month, and after 15th, it's like every day you counsel with yourself. Sit down with the org chart, it'll speak to you. And then you will not give yourself excuse saying that, this is why I didn't reach the goal, because, a B told me that 300 PV is going to come from this new couple. Are you micromanaging? Okay, very, very important. Till you reach critical masses in organization, you have to micromanage everything. And with a smile, as Sid said. With a smile, if somebody is still asking me questions about how to create my shop link, about how to report inventory, and that person is way down in depth, I cannot get frustrated and say, how, I'm a diamond. How dare she ask me this mundane questions? No, not at all. You have to have oodles of patience and love and understanding, teach them, way down, no matter where they are in the business, you cannot lose control. You have to be emotionally stable with everybody. Why? Because every PV counts. Okay, every PV counts. Even if that person gives 30 PV, 30 recurring PV is 30 PV less tension for you. So we cannot complain. So if 2,500 is your goal, I'm just taking an example before it's 2,500 and up, then you have to understand that how you've gone 2,500, you have to repeat it 3 more times for you to go platinum. 2,500 multiplied by 3 is 7,500, right? So you have to go 2,500 3 times. That means how you went 2,500 once, you have to recreate the business like that 3 times. You understand? So these are very little things, but very fundamental things. So you have to always be ready to bridge that gap with personal momentum. And that's why I'm a strict contender. If you're really building Amway business, not for, getting recognition or anything, to earn money, actual money, to run your house. If you're really, really building the Amway business for that, and if you love your comfort in the next 5 to 10 years from now, if you're really looking at financial freedom, then please learn 1000 PV personal. If you learn that, you can sleep so peacefully at night. You don't have to knock and count on other people who treat you not so well. You understand what I mean? I don't want to use bad words, but you know what I mean. So that is what it is. It's so beautiful to think that, with my 2 hands, I can create whatever I want to create. I don't have to depend on other people. Wherever you see a roadblock, and that is, and I end with that. I know I'm talking a lot, but when there are two people are playing, and I've given this example a lot of times, you know, the best players are the ones who intercept the move. You know, even before the other, so say you're playing ping pong, you already know, you know, by the movement of the ball, by the spin of the ball, by the direction, the speed, you know, which way that person should move so that they can hit the ball back. You understand? So we are all air traffic controllers. You know what is air traffic controlling team do? It's one of the most difficult jobs in the world. So they have to be so emotionally patient. They're controlling so many things at one go. We need to do that. We cannot, at the end of the month, we cannot be panicking. We have to get excited. It has to be, the excitement of reaching the pin should be much more than the fear of losing it. And that excitement will carry you through. You understand? So an air traffic controller knows from a long time, all right, he can intercept. That's called a bird's eye view, right? So he's in his monitor, he can look, okay, this plane, because of the drag in the air, you know, can move a little bit this side, this move a little, there can be a collision. Okay, let's reroute it this way, that way, you know, the timing, etc. Right? That's what they do. So that is what I'm telling you. If somebody is not performing, they will show you. You know, you will see the signs, but sometimes because we are so comfortable, we choose not to see the signs. You know, the person is saying aloud, I'm not ready, I will not put the PV. But because it's convenient for us to think that person will put the PV, that we take it for granted. Why? Because at the end of the month, we can give excuses to ourselves. But if you think nicely, you know, steadily, you think that, you know for sure that that PV is not coming in. So if you started to work from 15th itself, knowing that the PV is not coming in, so if it comes, it's a bonus. That's happiness, right? That's a bonus. We all want that. But we have to be prepared that the PV is not coming from here. And that's how you reach your targets. Are you guys with me? So thank you very much. Thank you. It was a wonderful meeting. Siddharth, you have anything else to say?
No, good night, and we'll see you at FED.
Good night and God bless.
Next Tuesday, get a guest, all the basics.
Yes. Let's end the month strong.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. Night. Good night.
Good night.